Today is brought to you by Silvercrest Opportunity Fund. Invest accredited and start cash flowing in as little as a 30-day program with 10% or better returns. So we are back today in the mobile mailbox money studio here today. We've got our mastermind on Thursday. Tomorrow we'll be attending our Business Network International chapter, and I'm Alden Guajardo with Mobile Mailbox Money, Win Mobile Homes, and Silvercrest Opportunity Fund. Today, got a lot going on, actually. We've acquired about 10 notes over the past couple weeks with some larger capital that we raised within the fund. Actually just got a haircut. Said to myself as a light challenge about 6 months ago that I wasn't going to get a haircut until I raised about $1 million in a one lump sum investment, and that actually took place last week. So got a haircut, finishing back up here from a couple big events that we've attended recently, like the private lending, the American Lending Conference, had a big ASREA meeting the other week, as well as Paper Trail Real Estate Note Conference. So over the past 30 days, had a lot of exposure and additional relationships had. A couple hard money lenders that will help us facilitate a couple quick flips that we have going on right now. We'll roll net close to 20 to 30,000 bucks, and then create seller finance notes to absorb in the fund. So all integral items needed in order to scale this business in manufactured housing here in Arizona. Still have the second lien positions that we are chefing up to the table on single family residence for investors to hitch their cart to affordable housing, and 65% loan to value or less with the new debt on these positions, providing sufficient equity cushion for us to feel comfortable and mitigate the risk within the transaction. And if it goes non-performing, we end up just paying off all the investors with a hard money loan, buy out the first, pay off the second, and fix and flip the property at no cost to the investor. They get their capital back. So multiple areas of opportunity. Completely excited about the items that are on the table. That's actually a $50 million tranche that we're originating for the second lien positions guaranteed by the fund and Silvercrest Opportunity Fund, offering terms as low as 1 year at 10% net paid monthly, a 3-year term at 12% net paid quarterly, or a 5-year term, newly deal disclosure being originated now at 14% net paid monthly. So our income-oriented investment strategy, I'm just going to share my screen here real quick and kind of talk lightly about a couple properties that are coming available, not available, that are actually going into the program. See if I can do this correctly, quickly. So winmobilehomes.com is the largest dealer of manufactured housing here in Arizona. Got a couple homes that are definitely selling, like lot 174 in Aspenwood Mobile Home Park. This is a 4-bed, 2-bath manufactured home that we just sold for $114,900. The buyer's putting actually a $20,000 down payment. So large down payment, and I'm absorbing this note into the fund. It's a property that we rehab. We'll make 20,000 bucks probably on this flip net, maybe a little bit less as it took a little bit longer to sell. Just came off the summer, but we actually had a pretty good summer. So this 4.2 in the Mesa market will net me in my fund over $1,000 a month with a 94.9 acquisition in my fund. So that's one that we have going down, lot 174 in Aspenwood Mobile Home Park. What other deals do we have on the table? Lot 60 I just absorbed into the fund. So this home is actually formally closing, and we've actually got this home on a trade. Quite interesting, because the individual that owned this property previously actually bought a home from us, and we provided them a trade for credit on this property, like 20,000 bucks. We put probably 10K into it, and I think our net sale price 70,000. So they're putting a $5,000 down payment and formally qualified to facilitate the loan. So we'll make 40,000 bucks on this deal, actually, that just closed or is closing, I think, this week. Those are 2 approved buyers. They are approved by the park and approved by Dodd-Frank compliance. Let's check out another home. This one's been lightly a challenge because we've had like 5 people, 4, 3, 4, that actually didn't get approved for their loan and for the park. So, facilitated the interest level for the purchase price, but they just didn't end up getting to the table. And it's actually in escrow right now to a Venezuelan family that they're bringing family over from Venezuela. And there's actually some issues going on with that environment. So it's in escrow. They just requested a extension. They have $5,000 down non-refundable. So, it's all good if they don't end up closing. But our objective is to facilitate them home ownership as they've qualified, through the rightful channels, and actually facilitate the criteria to get a loan on this property. That home will make $29,000. So just between the 3 homes right there, we'll make upwards of $100,000 on these transactions, 75 to 100. That's a few. We have a couple other homes that are going down, but really, just to kind of rehash here, all these notes end up coming available on mobilemailboxmoney.com. Let's see if I can do this correctly. So you could actually go to Mobile Mailbox Money and surf the notes that we have available. And again, that's mobilemailboxmoney.com. So check this out. We actually have a live associate in the chat box available to answer any questions that you may have. But this is our site here where Silvercrest actually buys their notes from. It's almost like PaperStack. PaperStack is one of the larger third-party brokering sites for debt on single-family, multifamily. We talked lastly with Brett Berkey at Paper Trail Real Estate Note Conference at the Crown Plaza in Phoenix Chandler Resort. So almost like a paper stack, but these are all my notes, our notes that we originate, blanket, criteria to facilitate the financing on these manufactured homes. So, it's a qualified, cash flowing first lien position note or second, depending on the criteria that you're deeming a acceptable risk mitigation out in the market. There is risk in investment, but you can buy a note today and start cash flowing in as little as a 30-day program. This is for like the individuals that want that secured position, a little bit more sweat equity involved with managing a note portfolio. And if you're not a note investor, you may be able to pick up a hypothecated position for a 1-year term at a double-digit interest rate. In other words, meaning you could hitch your cart with one of the largest operators in manufactured housing here in Arizona. If you find yourself accredited and you're really just looking for a bank quality return, that's Silvercrest Opportunity Fund. And the other week, as I mentioned, we actually just picked up a $1.4 million investment from one of our investors that we met at Arizona Real Estate Investors Association. So as a 506C Reg D accredited investment offering, we have our assorted income-oriented investment strategies backed by actual performing collateral and high equity cushion. Been doing this 8 years, 300 transactions, and I'm just happy to be back in the shoe here this week. I got off multiple weddings, conferences, associations, meetups, crazy past couple weeks. I had my birthday the other week, and we've got our mastermind every week on Thursday at 12 o'clock noon Pacific time. So, all the above are going on in the background of me going live, shooting blogs, getting great, content at these various events, and also going on various podcasts. I'll be on Mark Monroe's his podcast here real soon. He'll be coming on mine, and we're still raising private capital for these positions as these homes that we have in escrow right now need financing. And that actually comes off the back of individuals that may even be watching here today. So just wanted to log in quickly, kind of give people a little bit of rundown why I wouldn't get my hair cut. We got a little shaped up now. We'll see, what my sisters think and kind of go from there. But, one step closer to financial freedom. That's what we call Mobile Mailbox Money. Appreciate you viewing here today. Join our mastermind on 12 o'clock Pacific time every Thursday for live active deal flow for you to start participating in as little as a 30-day program. That's Mobile Mailbox Money.